Bom dia, tudo bem? Hoje é sexta-feira, 3 de outubro, and we're going to start the day right about 6 right now, walking down to the southern end of Cabo Branco. Boy, the morning looks beautiful as always. And because they've got the roads closed, this will be my first experience walking in the street. Should be a little more pleasant. We'll see how it goes. So sadly, it's a case study, and you give people more lanes, they still don't actually optimize them the way they should. I would have assumed like bikes would have stayed on the road, and then pedestrians would take the red trail, but no. And there's people running, walking, biking, pretty much in all lanes. The only place you don't see bikes are on the sidewalk. That is one positive, but otherwise, everything else is mixed, and it's just completely inefficient and nonsensical at the same time. Anyway, we're gonna enjoy this walk. Our goal is to head to the southern end of Cabo Branco. I could actually take the beach because low tide's about in an hour, but I really wanted to see how this all worked. They must have a race. There's some photographers here. So again, if there's a race, like why are people intermingling in the race? It just is so selfish to me. I don't get it. So that's the food park where I ate last night, Parque Cabo Branco. Great selections, like 4 burger places, a couple German places also, and that's the hotel we stayed in the first night. I like the upper deck seating on the cargo containers, and I would definitely stay at that hotel again, not just location, skinny little beach dog, but friendly people. Where I'm at's good. Friendly people there too. They can't build fast enough here. Really nice view of Pontal. You can make out the road which leads up to the cultural center, the science center, Praça de Cabo Branco. Traffic's thinned out a bit down here. One thing you don't see, correct, I just stand corrected. I was going to say you don't see pedestrians in the bike lane, but for a moment I did. Maybe that was just temporary. Some big condos here. That looks like they're renovating portions of it. Nice wide sidewalks. Again, there's no reason to not stay in your lane. I can get used to this. This is a really nice way to walk. Of course, there's no one behind me. All right, getting there. So 145 to 500 square meter apartments, more than 1,800 meters of social recreational space. No thanks, I'm not checking that box. Yeah, I can't build them fast enough here. One of the first agua de coco vendors I've seen, which, like, come on, if you want to make money, take it seriously. Get up early, you know. One of the things I've noticed is a lack of restaurants. Past one back there, no restaurants, no bars. This just seems to be, obviously there's hotels here. Ibis is a major hotel chain. More residents, more condos, but you have lack of food option. Also, this is not the greatest stretch of beach. Southern Cabo Branco beach, really, it's affected by the tides disproportionately. Also gets to be like rocky and shelly as well too. So you stay too far, if you're into the beach, it's not a good idea. The better beaches are to the north of here for sure. So more improvement projects again, which is a good thing. This area is all new. From maybe 2 years ago, they started building up this area as like a vista looking north, and it was a great opportunity, a great catch. I think to really take it to the next level, they should expand on it, and it looks like maybe that's what they're doing. Some new guardrails, some fencing, some chairs, places for people to sit and not walk and talk, but this would be a good idea. Well, this really was my goal today, was to hit this. Looks like they're doing something, which is good. They're continuing to improve it. This is maybe phase 1 of multiple phases. It's a good idea. We're going to get a better view on the way back. I'm just kind of focused on moving south, and we'll come back and check out the north. You can see tides are way out there right now. A little bit of sprinkles right now, but yeah, you can see this really is not a great swimmable beach right here. I'm not going to spoil the skyline shot behind me quite yet, but make out a few sprinkles right now. We're all good. All right, if you're going to rain, the sun's out, at least give me a rainbow. Brazilians would call this chuvinho, a little rain. All right, I may want to duck underneath there in a minute, but maybe not. Maybe I'll just enjoy it. Nice. All right, so there's a story with this nice woman here. They put her in a glass box because apparently her head and her hands were cut off. She was decapitated. So they put this box around her. People leave little mementos and things in there, but a little plant and things. So she's back, she's fixed, and she's hopefully protected now. Yeah, so Brazilians, leave the nice lady alone. Just leave her in peace. Don't cut off her head anymore. Don't cut off her hands anymore. That's all really nice. You can see they're obviously putting some attention down here in southern Cabo Branco. Spread things out a little bit. We're gonna get a nice view as we walk up here. So yeah, it's a bit of a hill. You get more traffic. They block this off here. And they've got like this little kind of outdoor pavilion area with drinks and snacks and things. Of course, most of which are not open. I'm not really sure pedestrian-wise where I need to be. Maybe on the left here. This area of Cabo Branco is suffering from severe coastal erosion. This, I feel, was the initial path. You can see 4 feet after that is straight down. One of the reasons they stopped car traffic near the lighthouse is that was contributing to erosion. So I feel what they're doing is moving the paths inland a bit, because again, you're not going to win that war. Mother Nature will always win. So they've had to do some adjustments here. You can see we're going to see some patches of broken concrete up here where it literally has just collapsed. Pretty extreme erosion. And looks like the government's doing what they can. And what they're doing is maybe even taking up road space to replace traffic space or foot traffic space, which that would never happen in the US. But they do prioritize foot traffic, especially around cities. But you can see up here, they put these concrete barriers, these fences, spared no expense here. But you can see, we're gonna take a peek over here too. This is pretty extreme. That's why you're not driving here anymore. This will be the new pedestrian path. Wow. See, for me, who doesn't like heights, this is sketchy. This is sketchy. Wow. All right, coming back from over there. This is the Museu de Ciência, the Science Museum. And then there's some other type of cultural building, which I never really see a ton of people here. There's another giant one over there. There's a convention center not nearby. And Faro de Cabo Branco really is just right up that hill there. But yeah, this will wind up being all pedestrian, probably cloud off the traffic. Now this is really why I continued walking, like coming up here. This is a view that's really tough to beat. Probably one of my all-time favorite shots of Jampa. Even probably from the water as well too. I gotta take a few shots of this. This is great without getting too close. See, there used to be a structure here. Not anymore. One of my all-time favorite shots of Jampa. Make out a few prominent tourist attractions, like straight ahead there, Hotel Também. You can see the barcos ready for passagers later. Maybe some rain showers out towards Vista in Cabedelo. Just a beautiful shot. Absolutely beautiful shot out here. Certainly worth the walk. Took me 35 minutes to get here from my hotel, which is kind of northern end of Cabo Branco. Definitely worth the walk. I made much better time here than what I would on the beach. Beach walk is great. Wouldn't have made the walk. You gotta watch UV. So even by I think like 9 o'clock, the UV index is like 5. And so it's forecast to be like 12 today. So you've gotta watch the sunrise, especially for a white-skinned gringo like me. Much better lighting conditions with the sun at my back. Yeah, my guess is they turn these roads for cars into roads for people and then just build new roads up. They spared no expense with these barriers. These are stout. Like you can crash a car in there, it's not going over. How much time are they buying? They gotta be dumping some new riprap down there as well. But you walk up this hill, the payoff is worth it. So yeah, come on down, walk up the hill. It's worth it. And then at the bottom of the hill, you're greeted by this. You can see all the way, on a clear day, you can see all the way out to the end there. The Dique de Cabedelo towards Fortaleza, Santa Catarina. Not optimal conditions. While the views are spectacular from this end of town, certainly at night as well, I would never really consider staying down here, even temporarily, just because of the lack of food options, lack of restaurants, bars, and then of course the beach really is pretty inferior to northern areas. But, you know, the view is something that is certainly a drawing point for many, at least if you're into humanity's creations, which I'm not. I'm generally not a fan of what humans can come up with. Usually pales in comparison to nature, but in this case I can at least appreciate that.
Vista da sacada da varanda. Sol de fogo no frio. A porta aberta do tio. Bom dia, o tempo rola. Se não cuidar, aí ó, ninguém mama.
All right, and we're back after a little pineapple treat. He started dumping honey on it, cinnamon, like all kinds of shit. I'm just like, no, not necessario. So I only paid half price. I said, no, take off the honey. He was just like shocked that, and I was like, no, it's natural. Natural, original is the best. It's perfect as it is. Yeah, I mean, it was delicious and cold. It's exactly hit the spot, but not what I was expecting. Anyway, it did hit the spot. I didn't eat a whole pineapple anyway, so I had him pick off all the pineapple with that he dumped honey on. He tried to put ginger on it, tried to put cinnamon on it. It's like, what are you doing? So anyway, I got maybe about a third of a pineapple, which was hit the spot. It's perfect. That'll give me enough energy to go home. All right. Okay. Tourist mafia. Oh, see, they picked the wrong side of the bus. They're going south. They're sitting on the wrong side of the bus, folks. Live and learn. Torrey Towers rocking the Nego Bandiera today. It's always good to see. Tourist mafia. Luque. Oh, this is something Extremo. I don't know these guys. This is probably another micro tour bus. Extremo corporate transfers. That's just probably an airport shuttle. You don't see a ton of buggies in Jampa, thank goodness, and I hope that trend continues. They are like vermin in the town. A bit of footballers actually. These little outdoor academias, people actually use them pretty regularly. Not a bad place to work out, eh? And just like that, we're back. That place was dead last night. Even like at 7 o'clock, there was no one eating there. Their margins are tight already. It's got to be tough for them to make a buck in low season. Ow, talk about timing. I just roll up and it just starts to rain. Just a little sprinkle, a little chuvino. I don't think this is a long-term thing, but good timing. Better to be lucky than good. All right, I watched those guys battle the beach chairs. Yeah, Daniel, he works for that guy. Again, the microeconomics. Oh no, that's his trailer. I think he had a flat tire. So it seems like maybe there's an owner of the tables and chairs, and then he has employees which he pays to sell them for the day. So it's kind of like a passive income once you get the thing set up. Never really thought about that as a business opportunity. You obviously have someone you trust to run it. But, we're gonna head back to our buddies over here. Oh, time to unload the coconuts. Nego. I refuse to leave this place, I wish. So 30 reais, I just tipped him 20 reais because he hooked me up yesterday with it. It only being 9:30-ish. A lot of these guys are just starting to get rolling now. And the dude on my left, trying to hook up with that beach chick. Otherwise, yeah, I can't ask for a beautiful start. Oh, the boats are out there. So low tide, they're out in Casinas Naturais today. They are doing the tours. We'll see what the rest of the day brings. I plan on really chowing down, although I need to watch how quickly I consume. But so far, so good, man. definitely can tell it's a Friday today. Lots more people, lots more vendors. Even the vendors were out quite early. I got a couple time lapse set up. These guys are hopefully will make up for their lost day yesterday. Pretty much a washout. But my guys are good. I like these guys. All kinds of food options. I'm gonna have to dip into that soon as well too. All right, we'll check back later. Let's see. Dude, those two dudes over there have just been drinking it up hardcore. Like they've been here since 9, and they're not just drinking beer. They've been drinking hard liquor since 9 in the morning. They've been going at it hardcore. Red Bulls. They got a bottle of whiskey or something over there, but that's just funny. So about 4:15, today was an absolutely spectacular day at the beach. A little breezy, but not abnormally breezy. My dude is still down there just working like a dog, man. I had a great team. I had an absolutely great team. In fact, I fed them all espuchinos today. Gave them all big tips. So they're always more than helpful to take care of me. Had a great walk down to Southern Cabo Branco today. But I really couldn't have asked for a better, like, second to last day for sure. So tomorrow's my last full day here, sadly. It's like tearing me out of the womb to leave. But hey, I've got a great view, got a great place, had some great food. My only big question is where I'm going to eat. I'm not quite sure yet. Giramundo will be tomorrow. Lady is not working today, so I head back there tomorrow. Either I'll hit the burger place down here, or I'm going to hit the food park, about a 10-minute walk down there. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll see how that goes. Either way, things are wrapping up here at the beach. Although it was such a spectacular day, I'm glad these guys are finally making some money today, making up for yesterday. All right, we'll check back home a bit, I'd say.